Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely homely feel to it. So off we go then.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack. And
Totti! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Koulibaly gets across to intercept that. And this is Totti. Totti proves just a little bit too strong. Xavi Alonso, probing pass, good ball over the top. That's a good ball. Chouameni, Eto'o. Can he get it through? Henderson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Back into the middle. He's in plenty of space here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk. And it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, smashing header! There it is! Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. Van Dijk.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Plays it across. That's really well cleared.
Las Vegas Lights clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tevez. Played in deep. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. He's being urged to shoot. Forlan is the guilty party there.
Teremos uma substituição.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That is good alertness. Zico. Robertson cuts out the pass.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in space and looking for options. Up he goes! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. Forlan receives it in a good position here. Inter Milan are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Xavi Alonso tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Chance for a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the flag has... He's had a shot! He's scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to...
And the half-time whistle goes. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instantly packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida.
That gets things going for the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew.
And the finish! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Played into space. That looks a good ball through. And that is a good ball. Tries a shot! No mistake! And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He tried.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Shoots! It's there! Irrepressible, imperious. That's what makes him what he is. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Owen! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the way.
And tennis! They've scored! Into the lead once more. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Big header! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is quite a battle. And it's Owen. Gets his head on it! Goal! Inter! They have turned it round again! Undoubtedly one of the great games. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Inter Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 9, camisa 16, camisa 6, camisa 18, camisa 13.
That could have won it.
Just got too even there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Camisa 17,
It's
camisa
Bebeto.
22.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Bebeto. Nice looking ball. No, it's not getting there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's searching through, and the shot!
Las Vegas Lights really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Say knocks it into space. Might be danger here. Shot, surely! Conte. Eto'o, who's set up 1 goal so far. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Eze. That's the keeper's ball. Passing is crisp and sharp, and the pass is intercepted. And time is up. Inter Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage.